Well, alright. We've got a pretty good deck here. We got, well, same old deck as usual. Tron. 4 of each Tron land. 4 maps to get them. 4 prisms. Some tap lands for blue mana and other colored mana. 4 Cave of Temptation, which is a tremendous upgrade to a Shimmering Grotto. Being able to make your Muldrifters into 4/4s is actually hugely relevant. And 1 Remote Isle, because, well, we're running 4 maps. Gotta have something to find once you've got Tron. Otherwise, your excess maps are just dead. So, 22 lands, it's been fine. We are running something pretty special because the metagame is terrible. We're running 8 main deck fog effects. 4 Moments Pieces, 4 Stonehorn Dignitaries. And you can do that because the metagame's kind of terrible. There's a whole bunch of Boros, and there's a whole bunch of creature decks, and there's a whole bunch of Tron. You're very good against the other mid-range and control decks just because you're Tron. If you've got 8 anti-combat cards, you're very good against the Boros decks and the various creature decks. And in the mirror, you're going to have 8 dead cards, and that doesn't matter because the mirror is just such a mess. If you get Tron before your opponent, you're probably just going to win. Doesn't matter if you've got a bunch of dead cards. If you get more prisms than the opponent, you're probably just going to win. Doesn't matter if you have a bunch of dead cards. You don't really care about having a bunch of dead cards because you're not going to run out of cards. You're going to lock your opponent out, or they're going to lock you out. So, we're running 3 Seagate Oracles to power our 2 Ephemerates and 2 Flickers. Running the 1 Pulsa Marasa and 2 Counterspells. There's no main deck Dispel, but there could be. And we've got the 2 Teachings to find our various instants, including these Moments Pieces. We've got a Compulsive Research to mill the opponent out if you've got them locked out and just need to deck them. Got 4 Muldrifters because they're great. Got 3 Walls and 2 Horrors, plus 1 more Horror on the board. Against Tron, you're boarding out those 8 anti-combat cards and putting in 8 these cards, and then maybe some Blue Blasts, maybe a Shatter, depending on what kind of build they're running. Condescend is kind of bad, especially on the draw in the mirror. So, you got options, but mostly it's just lock them out with fogs, bring in some Blue Blasts and Lone Missionaries if they're red, bring in some Red Blasts if they're blue, bring in some Dispels if you want to counter their stuff. Same old Tron, just a little bit more degenerate and really punishes stuff like Stompy or Mono White Heroic. So, hopefully we'll be able to take this one down. I'm feeling pretty strong about it.